guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this makeup look, full makeup tutorial for you. I hope you love it. Let's jump straight into the tutorial. Why do I always do that? So to start off this makeup look, I'm going to be using the Napoleon Pre-Foundation Primer. It is by far one of my faves. And I've already got my brows done. If you want to see how I did those, I do have a tutorial. And for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Napoleon Purtis Stick Foundation. This one here is a full coverage and a really dewy finish. It does contain beeswax, so it does cover quite well. Just taking some off the top here, popping it onto my hand. And now you just want to break this product down and glide it all over the face. And because that's a stick foundation, I want to make sure it's really settled into my skin. So I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and my MAC Fix Plus and just work that into my face. For a base for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Napoleon The One Concealer in the shade Light. You can kind of use this to carve out the brows as well. And now just setting that with any matte bone colored eyeshadow. Coolios, for contouring the socket, I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is MAC Saddle, I believe. Bloody spot on, mate. She's a wee bit dark, but all good, we'll make it work. So this eye look that I'm doing today, it's called the Halo technique or the sandwich technique. It does not involve angels or food, in case you're wondering. I have no idea if you guys can even see what the heck I'm doing on my eyes. I'm just contouring the socket. You've all seen that before. So I bought this Maybelline Color Tattoo Leather 24 Hour. It's like a brown chocolatey base and it has a bit of a sheen, metallic kind of glow to it. So this is what I'm going to be using for my base. Not base, because I did my base, but you'll know what I mean when I show you what I'm doing. Now these things can dry out pretty quickly, so get the product onto the hand and then the lid back on ASAP. Cool. So you want a small bullet brush or a pencil brush, whatever you want to call it, you can call it. Call it a day if you like. So we're going from the outside to the crease, inside to the crease, and then what do you know, through the crease. So basically just leaving the brow bone and the center of the lid free. Open for biz. Now, depending on how dramatic you like your eye makeup, you can extend out here the V. For this makeup look, it's not really about having that cat eye shape, so I'm not going to do an insane V out to the side, just finishing off the shape of the eye there. Just make sure they're even. Obviously, you don't want one to be higher than the other or darker than the other. You want them to be identical twins as well. And we're not putting it right on the tear duct because we probably will highlight that. We're just putting it just after the tear duct. So what we're going to do now is grab a blending brush, just blend that out. You don't want to have any harsh lines. The next step is this Napoleon Creme de la Creme cream eyeshadow. No, Creme de la Creme eyeshadow, which means cream of the crop. No, I don't know what it means. It's French. So, small amount of this on the hand. That's French too. And your bullet brush. I think I might have mucked up a step. I think I was supposed to do this eyeshadow and then this. Let's just go in with this over the top and see if it still works. This eyeshadow is Napoleon All That Shiraz. That's now I'm going to be taking my MAC 217 brush and I'm going back into MAC Sable and I'm just going to blend out all the edges. Make sure you go right into this inner sectiona. You don't want to disturb all that Shiraz too much, you just want to soften the edges. So try not to directly touch the purpley wine colored eyeshadow. Don't worry too much about this area because we are going to tidy it up with concealer later on. Metallic multi-purpose illuminator. I haven't used this anywhere other than my eyes, but I love it for the center of the lid and for the inside of the lid as well. It's super pretty and it just reminds me of J-Lo. So I'm all about that Jenny from the block. Okay, so just using a MAC 239. You would think that I would know these brushes by now, but I don't. Now I want to go back into this little guy. Oh, I've already got some on my hand. And go over these areas. Because I want that to glow. And you can blend it into the middle color as well. The Napoleon Golden Peach. Get a flat brush with your Fix Plus. Right in the center. And then go dab, 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 and dab, dab, dab. And then it's there. Great. So, because I'm a rebel, I want to go back into MAC Saddle and just really make it nice and smoky. Don't be scared to go in this area here near the brow because that looks so cool. Awesome, so it's time to go in with our concealer under our eyes. I'm going to be using the One Concealer by Napoleon in the shade Light, which was for my base, and some Maybelline Fit Me concealer in Sand Sable. So now we're taking our ring finger and just blending that concealer in, and then just set that with any light colored powder. We're doing the matching bottom with the top, so we're going brown, brown, and then the gold through the middle. Setting the brown with all that Shiraz. Making sure it connects nicely here. And make sure when you wipe your concealer up that you don't take it too high, because then you'll have to redo that line. And that ain't cool. Make sure that all that Shiraz connects here through the inside as well. Now going in with the metallic multi-purpose illuminator through the middle of the eye, and then into the loose dust, but we'll have to wet this first. Just going in with a black liquid gel liner. Should I go thicker? No, because if I go thicker, it's going to cover that effect. Thanks guys, you're the best. And now you want to take any dark brownish colored eyeshadow. This one's MAC and it is Embark. And a flat brush. And you just want to fuse that eyeshadow. Eyeliner. Time for some mascara. I'm just going to go and pop some lashes on. So I've now got my lashes on and I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Napoleon Camera Finish powder. This foundation really needs to be set with a powder. And now I'm going to be contouring my face with the Napoleon Matte Bronzer. I love this one because it's not too dark and it's perfect for all skin types. So no matter whether I have a tan or I am my lovely pasty self, it goes really nicely. And now that I've kind of got the angles where I'm working, that was with a small brush, I'm taking a bigger blush brush to just blend it all out. So it looks really blended. And using this same blush brush, I'm going to warm up my forehead. And I don't have two hands to do this, so I'm just going to pretend like I can see where I'm going. Feels like it's about right. And the bigger your forehead is, the more bronzer you can put through the temples and the hairline, just to kind of minimize the forehead. Not that there's anything wrong with bigger foreheads. I'm a part of that club. For blush today, I will be taking MAC Peaches on the apples of the cheeks. And going over the top of that blush, I will be taking the Radiant, Reflective Refiner Perfecting Blush Powder by Napoleon. I don't know where I got Radiant from. It makes me feel radiant. It's just like a really subtle glow. Because I have no cheeks, sometimes I have to double up on the blush. And for highlight, I will be taking the BECCA Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. Do I even need to say that? Seriously, my fave. Ring finger. And now I'm going to take a matte liquid eyeliner to go over my lash band to hide it. And for lips today, I'm going to be taking Savvy Lip Liner in Chestnut and Napoleon Lipstick in Sophia. Just shading in the corners for the ombre effect. And don't go overboard with the lipstick because you don't want it to bleed out the edges from having too much lipstick on. So just a small amount through the center and then press your lips together. And just really quickly, I'm going to be taking MAC Nylon to highlight under the brow bone and the inner brow bone and the inner tear duct of the eye. And to finish everything off, I will be doing a spritz of the MAC Fix Plus.
Are you listening?
I need just a little bit more through my brows. For a full list of products that I have used, don't forget to check out the description box below. Also, feel free to leave me a comment with which kind of beauty video you'd like to see next on my channel. And I guess I'll see you next Friday night. Bye! Oh. Out. Isn't it funny? Some people say blend it in, blend it out. I'm like, well, what do you want? Stop screwing me around the bush. I don't think that's the saying.